got the levels right just about.
He's on his tippy toes.
I'm actually on my tippy toes right now. J Bills for Media Spotlight UK, and I'm here with the one and only Chase Demoor in the building. What are you saying, brother?
What are you saying, G? You good?
I'm good. I mean, what a vibe that we're seeing here today. I mean, talk to me, because we've seen your fight with Stevie Knight. We know how that went. Obviously, you're here today. You're representing. You know, how does it feel to still be, you know, a part of it, even though for the time being it might be seen as a little delay on your part coming back?
You know, it is what it is. We're all signed to Misfits. We're all Misfits fighters. It's similar in any sports combat league. You know, like I took my punishment on the chin, similar to Stevie Knight. All jokes aside, though, you know, I ended up paying his medical bills. I got fined $10,000, and I have an indefinite suspension. And you know, that's how it goes. Indefinite could, you know, be lifted in 3 months, 4 months. It could be a year. We don't know, but you know, I think it's important to be around the space. You know, I show up to these things. I'm a part of the team. I'm a face in this league. You know, with the Stevie Knight situation, we talk about, you know, Josh Bruckner and how I looked in that fight, and you know, you have 5 months to get ready for a different fight, and it was night and day. You know, we went from not doing enough to doing too much. So you know, I'm happy to be around here. I'm happy to show face. You know, I'm just gonna be back in the gym, continuing to work and continuing to develop as a fighter. So
because I see that you're constantly like training, regardless of the outcome. I've spoken with Minikon a few weeks ago. And, you know, he's been telling me that, obviously, you know, you both share the same coaches. You were both backstage, and he was telling you, like, just, you know, fuck him up. Like, you got this. You know, with you two, like, having a pep talk beforehand, did that motivate you to go, like, I got this even further?
Yeah, because, you know, Minikon, he's a good fighter. You know, I take nothing away from Minikon. I think that him and we spar often, so Minikon knows my level and I understand his level, and I think that he knows that Stevie Knight was not better than him. So I think Minikon was really, the whole team really was confident in me going into that fight, just because of the guys I've been training with, the guys I was sparring with. Even I was confident going into that fight. You can look at that fight from start to finish, you know, 3 knockdowns, including a knockout in the first round, is absolutely ridiculous in any boxing match. I don't think you can be more dominant than that. So, you know, obviously there's levels, and Stevie and Knight and me were just not on the same level. I think, you know, Stevie fights me back, you know, when I was in the Josh Bruckner days, he might have had a better chance. But obviously, like I've gone to Twitter, social media, the spaces, and I've spoken. Nobody believed me when I said, like, you know, I've been working nonstop. I work, you know, 5-6 days a week, 2-3 times a day sometimes.
Dedication.
That's my life, and you know, it's something I'm continuing to do. And you know, as I progress in this sport, I just get better and better every day. So.
And of course, obviously, with Minikon, he said that you were on his hit list. He put like a poster back in January. Like, is that a fight that interests you? Like, should he, you know, when you come back into the space properly, is that a fight that interests you? Because he said he will come up to heavyweight to fight for the heavyweight title, to face Jake the Viking rematch, or to face you.
Anybody can sign their death warrant. Like, anybody can get it. Like, if people are honestly like, if you want to take my fight after what I did to Stevie Knight, who's, to be fair, in better shape than every heavyweight we've seen thus far, then kudos to you. I think the heavyweight belt is 100% mine. I don't care what my record says. It could say 0-2, but you look at those 0-2 losses. It's not a draw with Jake the Viking, who is at his first fight ever. It's not I got knocked out by Salt Bobby and put on all fours. It's you know, I exhausted myself in the first one after beating him up, and I overly beat up somebody in the second one, and you know, it is what it is. I think, you know, we'll take some of these fights, we'll pad the record up a bit. We're going to fight for that Misfits belt, and once I have the heavyweight belt, it's not going anywhere, man.
And just to ask, because I'm a WWE fan,
okay,
and I'm aware that you did a WWE tryout some time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, was this before getting into Misfits as a space, or like what happened? Talk me through that, because you meant to go on NXT at some point.
Yeah, you know, it got leaked. There was like a lot of footage of me out there at the WWE tryout. Basically what had happened is I got the opportunity to go try out for the WWE in December of this last year, right after the Bruckner fight. So, you know, the problem with that is, like, that's a full-time job. It's dedication, similar to what I do with boxing. Like I said, you can see how obsessed I am with this sport. They wanted a complete relocation to stay there. Just at my time in my life right now, it wasn't for me necessarily. Big fan of WWE. I think I'd be a great character in that space, but you know, I already do TV. I'm an American football player. I'm a boxer now. I just don't got time. Yeah, I don't got time for another thing right now. So it's on pause, but it's there in the future for sure.
I mean, if you were to translate yourself as a WWE character, like who would Chase Demoor be? It's like, what energy are you giving? Like, are we talking from the old school Attitude Era or the recent era? What are we looking at in terms of character?
I'm a villain, man. I'm not a hero.
I mean, I know you. Of course, like you're definitely a heel. So
yeah, I think I'm Undertaker. I'm Triple H. I'm Brock Lesnar. I'm like these superstars that loud, outspoken, overconfident, egotistical.
oh, can you imagine yourself as Brock Lesnar? Oh my God, that'd be something else.
You saw me pick up the chair already. It's already in my blood.
Oh, they call out to Brock Lesnar.
I picked up the chair, threw it. I wanted to throw it at Nate Diaz. I was ready to go.
Well, I mean, finally you're here, Misfits 7. It's a stat card. Who are you most looking forward to seeing? Because a lot is going on like this week.
I'm excited to see the KSI Fournier fight. I think that's going to be, obviously everybody wants to see that one, but I think DK Money's been putting in a lot of work. I want to see him. I want to see him get a win. I got a soft spot in my heart for that kid. Kim Chi, I trained with her in the offseason. I'd like to see her make her debut, get a win. Like Salt Poppy Anthony Taylor, I'm really excited to see that fight. I think that one's going to be nuts. Salt Poppy always puts on a show.
And Kimping tournament, who are you looking to see in winning?
Come on, 7-figure Gibber.
Okay. Is that a fight that you would want that you would want down the line? Obviously, you'd have to come down to weight.
Yeah, it's like I don't think it's possible. I'm like I'm a big dude, so to make that weight would be sick. But I think it would be cool to get small enough to the point where I can have an exhibition or something with Gibber. I think it would be an honor. So.
Well, Chase, it's an absolute pleasure to speak to you. I wish you all the best, and hopefully the suspension is not so long. We'll see you back in the ring, and yeah, man, kick ass, man.
Yeah, thanks so much, bro.
Thank you so much, man.